Hi everybody, Heidi, your Yorkshire crafter. This is take 2 because for some reason it just stopped recording. Luckily I'd only gone a minute, otherwise I would have been really fed up. I'll start again. I want to take this opportunity to wish my daughter, Toby's mum, Carly, a very happy birthday. Love you loads and we'll see you soon. Next thing, I just want to thank you all for the buy me a coffee. You guys are absolutely amazing and I can't tell you what it means to me, how much I appreciate it. But sending the cards out now, I mean, this probably doesn't make sense to you, but sending them out now, knowing that you've helped me, it just feels, I don't know how to explain it, more, not just me doing it, it's us. We're doing it as a team and it just feels so good. So I will continue to do that. Right, let's crack on. We're doing, it's not a card. We're doing some kind of scene-ish. I had a play yesterday and today. And if you don't like the fact that I change my mind sometimes, I'd turn off. Because this is a work in progress, if you like. I have an idea of what I want to do. Let's say I've had a play and got some things right and some things wrong. It took me 4 goes to mess about with it. And now I'm just going for it. And just at the last minute, I've even changed the size of my card. It was a long piece and now I've just gone 7 and a quarter by 7 and a quarter, I think. It works out when I finish with the mat and layering 8 3/4, I think. So it's up to you what size you do it. Right, I'm going to kick off. So I've cut some masks. We are using the top hat from the Steampunk set. We are using the circle. Look at this. I did a mask and it stuck to inside of it. So I'm just, first of all, I'm not putting this down anyway. I just want to get an idea of where I want to stamp. I mean, I can always trim it down, I'm not worried. So we're using the large boot from the new release. So this is Pixie Boot Large. So what I'm doing is the Pixie Boot is coming in there somewhere. I want a little bit left of the circle there, so that's right. And the hat, I want to cover up the top of the boot. So it's going to go like that. Looks all right. But also we are using the head of Zia. So what I do want is I want that head to sit in part of that circle. Literally just. So we'll play with it like that. That will be all right, I think. So the first thing we're going to do is stamp the hat. And that looks okay for sizing so far. Does it? Because the circle's going to come there. Boot there. I'll probably end up cutting it down. So just bear that in mind. I'm just going to... Oh no, come on. I didn't want you to stick down. I just want to ooch it over just a tiny bit. Then the circle is... Yeah, that's okay. Circle's going to be done after, so we can play with that after. But I just want to pick the hat up where it is there. Right. So we're picking the hat up. It'll pick everything else, no doubt. Oh no, it didn't even pick the hat up. Right. So you can come off. And you can come off. That's the easiest way for me to do it. You might know a different way. But that's where I want my hat. So, and today we're not clear embossing, which is quite different for me. So, and the reason I'm not is because, I'll show you, the amount of detail that's in this boot here. Well, I did clear emboss it yesterday, and the colour, the zig pens, just sits on top of it. And I don't get the vibrant colour that I want because I'm just using one colour. I didn't get the vibrant colour that I wanted. So we're doing it without the clear embossing. Right, let's crack on. I hope that's not somebody coming to my door. 2 seconds, guys. No. Carly's just messaged me to see if her birthday cards have come to my house. She might as well live here. All the parcels come here. But I don't think postman's been yet. That's going to take a few of these. I love this hat. I don't use it enough. Because I concentrate mainly on cards, my cards are this size, which is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. So it takes up a lot of the cards when I use a bigger stamp. So it's more for when I do scenes, which, I mean, I do enjoy doing them. I just don't do them enough, I don't think. I think that looks all right. We'll go with that. Give that a wipe. I'm trying, because it's a black and white picture more or less, apart from that shot of colour that I'm going to put in. Yesterday I got very mucky and so did my paper. Right. I don't know where the packet is for that, so it'll sit there for a minute. Right, so we're going to mask off the hat, which I've already cut. I'm using Gina K masking paper, but the Lavinia masking paper is fantastic if that's what you've got. So I never mask this bit here because it's solid black. There's not much going to make much difference to it. So I tend not to bother with that. And I'm mainly masking this to... Where's my kitchen towel? I need some new kitchen towel. I'll just do it with this. I don't want to touch anything. I forgot what I was saying. Yeah, I'm just masking to cover this. That's the bit that I don't want to be seen. So if I'm going to put it straight up, so when I come to inking it, because it's still hanging over, I actually want it to be inside the hat, you know, all this. So apart from these squirrely things, which ideally I could have done with finding my stamp for that, because that would have been nice to have a bit more of them in. Does that look flat? It does, doesn't it? Right, I'm going with that. Let me just have a quick... Yeah, I think that's going to do. Yeah, that'll be all right, I think. Let's just do it. So I'm literally missing this out because I don't want it to come through. Now on my practice, I didn't practice this bit, so this is a fingers crossed kind of moment. Let's see if it's, before I put it down, I want to see if it's gonna... Looks alright, doesn't it? In fact, that looks pretty good, does that? I'm just hoping that that doesn't have any ink on it. So definitely off camera, because I'm not looking now, I'm going to find my strands that I've got and put a few more of them hanging down there. I think it'll look quite nice. Yeah, it's looking alright, isn't it? I think I just inked it up in the right place, actually. The reason it's not touched there properly is because of the mask, so it just needs a bit more pressure there. Please be right. Oh, I've lifted the mask up, it better be right. Yeah, I'm going to go with that. I think that looks good. I'll take that. Just as well, I don't have to mess about with that now. Although I'm putting the mask back on. Oops. Might as well put that boot away. It's a big old boot, is that? Right, so I do want that back on. Mainly just for the bottom bit here. Got Rosie's hair everywhere. She's unreal as that dog. I think that's too far down. It's there that I'm bothered about. That should do it. Right, and then I've also got the boot, which we should now be able to cut some of it off so we're not messing. Yeah, I'm just going to cut that off. Hopefully I haven't made a mistake and I don't need that. Right. I'm going to be using a stencil now, but I'm going to leave this in place, the card in here, for the simple reason. Go on, stick. Can't remember what the simple reason was. Oh yeah. This is where it didn't go so perfect for me. So, like I said, I want my circle to go, where do I want my circle? A bit through there. Maybe down a bit, up a bit, up a bit. Right, I literally want the head just to fit in that space. I could maybe, actually that just fits, that's perfect. I'm going to go with that, so that's going to stay where it is. Now this is the bit I had the problem with. So I want to put some stencil stripes through it. Well, you could do dots, circles or anything, but that's the only stencil I've got with stripes. So what I'm going to do is do it twice. But yesterday when I did it, you could see the join in it. That's why I opted to put her in it as well, to hopefully distract you from the thing, but we'll see. Let's just, so I'm going to use, what colour am I going to use? I'm going to go with graphite. I don't want it light, but I don't want it dark, so I'm literally I don't really want to go up to edges, apart from the, you know, the circle. I don't want to go up to the square edges. I don't want it to be, oh, I don't know how to explain it. I don't want it to be definite, you know, and then you see the join and what have you. Let's have a look at that. That's working, but I want it a bit darker. Not going to go as dark as I did on my practice, because I went nearly black. Now then, this is the test now. I need to move the stencil down and hope oh, I can't even see the lines. Is that it? Here goes. So I'm hoping you are going to see a join, but I'm hoping it's not going to be a massive difference like it was on my practice. Let's have a look. Hey, that's all right. Just put a little bit in. That's pretty good. Just shows what a bit of practice does. I'll take that. The only problem is I wanted it darker. I definitely wanted it darker than that. I'm just going to put a couple of lines on this side of the circle. Not worried about them because it's just one piece. Yeah, I really do want it a bit darker. This is going to spoil it now. So I'm literally just kissing the paper, if you like. Doesn't sound like it, does it? But I am. That's better. It's not perfect, but do you know what? It's what I wanted. This is the hardest bit of the whole thing. I think that looks okay. And I'm going with it. Now look, now you can see it. See, I shouldn't have done that, should I? Let's just... I think this is how come it ended up so dark, because I was trying to get it to match up everywhere. I really need a one-piece stencil that's big. Let's just try a tiny bit here. I'm going with it. That's good. Hardest bit done. Now then, I am literally going to stamp her head. Oh, put my hand in the ink pad. Just make sure. Now then, I've got this side. I mean, that's perfect, isn't it? But I need to decide first generation or second. And this is Morning Mist. I don't want to go in with black. I'm going to go down to her neck. Oh, but I'm going to do it on paper first. See, I think that'll get lost. Will it get lost? Sorry about that. Oh, I'm not using the stamping platform because it doesn't need it for just getting a head. I want her in the background sort of thing. So I am going to stamp it off right quick. Literally and now I'm going to go for it. It's in that circle, in that. So hopefully it'll just show through them stripes. It's a very odd scene, isn't it? Appears to be different. Don't know what I'm going to do with that bit yet, but got a couple of mushrooms hanging about somewhere. You can have a mushroom head. Right, let's put her away and then that's that one done. Right, so the next thing, I think we need to take this off. In fact, this can come out of here now. I'd like to keep the hat on a bit, I think. This is what it did yesterday. It ripped it all and stuck to my stencil. Oh no. I'll clean that up after. I'm not sure if I need it on, I can't remember. Let's stick it on just... Right, I definitely want some little stickies up here, so... Where was the new foliage? This one. Of the forest moss, I thought it was lovely. And all I'm going to do don't think this is going to work now, is it? I just want a bit of moss coming from behind the shoe, a bit of this flower, should I say. So I'm doing them a couple in the morning mist. So I want it to come from behind the shoe. I'll do one more. No, I won't. I'm going to come in with the black. Yeah, I like that. Two different shades, if you like. There we go. Don't know why, I'm just having it on that side. I may put a little bit here, but I was going to put a mushroom here, so we'll see. Right. In fact, we'll do the mushrooms now, and then I know that I've got them on. Where have I just put the... So I think I'm going to use these two mushrooms, the thistle cap mushrooms, and again I'm doing them in grey. Now let me just have a look. If I put one here, right, I'm going to go a little one first. They're not getting coloured in, I don't think, so they'll just stay as they are. One there, just random. One there. And then the other one, I want it to bend slightly to the right. That'll do. And then this one, I want it to bend to the left. Don't you love that they can just be moved about like that? Good with that. I think I'm literally just gonna, you know, shade the bottom. I could have put some of these, but I don't know, I don't think I want to. It means colouring, and I didn't want to do colouring apart from red. So I think what I'm going to do now is I'm going to colour the boot. Then we're going to have a stencil here, some words, some shine, some golden glitter and stuff. Well, not glitter. Right, let's colour the... In fact, you know what, I want to do it last, because if I put this on top of that being wet, then the job will be no good. So I'm literally doing that corner and this corner. And all I'm doing is the little stencil brush. I'm using graphite, I think. I'm just going to have a... Let me just pull a piece of this. I'm using watercolour card because I'm using the zig pens. I think that's going to be alright. So I'm doing a few small ones up here. Yeah, roses after my feet. Coming into that part of the circle that we did is okay, because it'll cover that bit of head that just looked a bit random, didn't it? Yeah. So I'm going to turn that over, and with the same, I'm just going to do some bigger ones. And try and do them a little bit lighter so you can see the smaller ones through it. I suppose it's the bokeh effect in it, bokeh. but I'm not doing it everywhere. I think that looks alright. Let's go in here. I kind of like that. So I'm doing the same in this corner. You could do different colours if you want, but like I say, the idea of mine is to keep it like a 3-colour card, scene, whichever you want to call it. It's pretty quick if you don't want to be a perfectionist. Better keep it that way around, don't I? Now, I did use, when I was messing with my other one, well, one of them, like I say, I did quite a few of them. I used Victorian Velvet as a second colour, and it looked okay, but it just took away from the fact that I wanted it with just minimum colours. But yeah, it did look alright. It was a nice colour to go with it. Yeah, I'm good with that. I think I better colour though, because we are going to put something around some of these, not all of them. Oh look, I've messed up down here now. That's okay. I may even put some more. I might even put the bubbles all the way around. I don't know yet. I didn't want to, because I'm putting words down here and things. Right, I'm going to colour the boot, because I think we're there now. And I want the 3 reds. So I'm using deep red, red and wine red. Now then. So I'm putting a bit of dark in, but I want it to be in your face red, if you know what I mean. I want it to stand out, and to me that stands out. That stands out, doesn't it? It's the stitching and things that I had a problem with, and I still right now didn't decide what I was going to do yet. That's it, my lick-a-lot doggy is licking my feet. I'd love to know what it means to her. I mean, they're clean. And this is quick enough, isn't it? See, it really needs that dark around it, but that bright in the middle just gives it what I need. Look at that. It's just stunning. I mean, it's got a lot to do with the detail, hasn't it? Don't know what I'm doing with the hat. Wish we were live. You could tell me whether to colour the hat in red as well. I actually don't even know what to do with that. Apart from, I've got my gilding flakes out and I could well just do that. This is my actual first design or whatever with the new stamps. Seen some lovely work being done with them. I thought, I must be the only one using the hat. I thought everybody would use it, and then I saw one yesterday and somebody had used it, and I thought, oh, thought it was just me. It just shows, doesn't it, how our minds work. Do you love it? I love it. I just love that it stands out. I'm going to have to put some in the hat, I think. Maybe not as much, but some. It's so quick to do and all with these pens. Go on, don't spoil it now, lady. Yeah, I coloured the mushrooms in that Victorian velvet as well. It really did look nice. So if you want to add that bit of colour to distract from the red, it's perfect. Now, I've shown Andy this, but I hadn't coloured that bit in because I thought it was too much, you know, all red. But he says no, he says it needs it because it just looks like a skinny boot, but a bit lost. But I did think about doing it grey and then some red buttons. What do you think? Help? Just look at that red, it's stunning. Yeah, I think I might, yeah. We'll go in with it, just red, I think. And we'll give it a black outline. Let's see how this looks. I mean, we can always add dark to it, can't we? Yeah, I think it needs the dark. Yeah, it does. You'd be surprised at what difference just adding a couple of different colours makes. That's better. That red stands out against it now. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to, I've got a black. I've got a black. Cool grey. Thought I had a black. Black. I'm just going to do this line in black. Maybe a bit harsh, but it needs to stand out. I was going to do it in gold, but no, I like this. Yeah, I think it needed that. Now then, what shall I do with this? I have a lighter grey. Let's put a bit of grey in it. It's too light. That's a blue grey. Come on, I had some more greys. Cool grey 4. Let's do it with that. Yep. And then the dots on it, I may put some gilding flakes. I'm also going to do the buttons. Yeah, I'm happy with that. So I am gonna just put, I wonder what that red's like with that dark, where's that grey? Now I'm stuck. I don't know what to do. I'm going to put a bit of red in the hat. The rest of it's nearly done. It's pretty simple. And what I'll do, the lace, I'll just use a gel pen, maybe a gold looking one or shiny one. Sorry, I'm holding my breath. I would normally take more time to do this bit. Yeah, I'm alright with that. I like that. I'm pleased with that now. I'm going to put a little bit of red blue here. Maybe that one. Going to leave that grey. Oh, can you hear my tummy? And I've had my porridge. Oh, felt like I was spreading it all then. So today, it is the 31st of January. And if I can, when I get downstairs, I'm going to try and upload this one today. So this just needs a bit of grey on the hat, I think. I'm going to use a light and a dark. Yeah. Maybe too light, this grey. Oh no, that's okay. That looks alright. I do surprise myself sometimes. Glad I put a bit of colour in the hat though, definitely needed it. I'm more or less done now. I'm going to stamp a bit around the edge. Grey. I may even leave them other stripes white. We'll see how it goes. There, that didn't take much, did it? It's picked up red somewhere. Oops, plenty of it. That'll do. In fact, we'll do the dark in between. Perfect. I need that a bit darker. I really like that. No idea what's happening here. It's but we haven't finished yet. But that is the main thing done. So I'm just going to give it a quick blast because I'm going to put a bit of gilding flakes on it. It picked the pink up there, didn't it? The red. Right, we're going to use the Quickie glue pen. Oh, let me just grab my red gel pen. I know what we can do. like this one. I'm not going to do it right now because we're going to need it, but I'm going to put that round the... Oh yeah, in fact I'll do it now. You know, the eyelets. Yeah, they look nice and shiny. Right, that's still a bit damp, so I need to keep away from that a minute. Right, we're going to go back to the stencil. And just on a couple of the bigger ones, I'm going to take the Quickie glue pen and literally draw a circle. That's it. Lift it straight off so you're not smudging it out. I did a couple of these and they were too small for the circle, but it actually looked alright. So I'm not worried if it didn't go around the outside. Where else can we go? Want it a bit bigger. I'm worried about smudging the others. So that's 1, 2, 3. Let's just go with them 3 a minute. And we'll have one on this. Oops. I mean, if you can draw a perfect circle, go for it. Because I'm gonna put some stripes through there and all. Right, a couple down here. If I smudge them because of how I'm doing it, you get the gist. I think that'll be enough. I mean, I think actually I'm going to put one round the whole circle. I think that'll look quite nice. So it's up to you what colour you use. I think either of these would look lovely. So that's Jewel and Flame, but I'm using gold. Purely because that is what I was, the whole idea was to put bits of gold everywhere in it. And it didn't work, so I just ended up putting them on the circles, and it looked okay. I ain't got time to be laying pieces down, so I'm just gonna rub it on and hope for the best. Where else did I put it? That one there. in there. Thought I had 3 in there. I have to be careful because hopefully I've dried that enough. That's where it stuck to all my red. This is just lazy doing it like this. You should open them up. Word of warning, when you work with these, don't breathe. I have them everywhere. I don't know how I do it. I'm just going to tip these away. Not away, not wasting them. Put them back in there. And everybody asks me, keep asking me, this is the Tim Holtz. It came in a set of 3. For life in me, I can't find them, but there is other things you can use. This is actually meant for it. A Scoochie, I think it's called. Personally, I don't like it. I don't like how it does it, and sometimes it dulls it. I mean, look what a difference that makes to it already. You don't need a lot. I love it. But I am going to take it around the circle, and I am going to put a few stripes in, which was my plan originally anyway, to put the stripes in. Didn't think about the circle. So I'm going to take that, just sort of line it up. Not worried if it doesn't sit properly. I'll catch a bit around there as well. I think that's okay, isn't it? Quick dry off. Oh yeah, don't use your hairdryer either if you've got your tub open. Ask me why I know. Right, I'll put a little bit around there. I should use the sheets really, shouldn't I? It's a lot tidier, and it stops it all from being all over your table like it is on mine right now. Oh, my nose is itching. Don't sneeze. That's a bit better, you see. If you take your time. Oh my goodness, it's everywhere. Look at the difference that makes. Oh, I love it. Look at that round the circle. She seems to make more sense now. It wouldn't have been the same if it had that circle there and the stripes through and just nothing there. It just wouldn't have been right. This I do feel is losing something. I may wonder how neat I can do the... Let's have a look. Do the lace. Don't work, it don't work. Now, I see, I told you I wanted to do some stripes through here, but I don't know if I want to now, because I kind of like the circle bit. Let's have a look. I won't go over the So I want to do it on some of the white. I might just, if I just do that in a couple of places and see what I think, and then if it works, I'll do the complete line. Let's see what that does. Probably look daft, but you know, don't know if you don't try it. And then I'm just going to go around edge and we're done. Actually, because that's got gel on it, on the eyelet bits, it might even pick it up on that as well, so that might be a bit of a gold mess. Only one way to find out. Last bit of gilding. Yeah, I think it's going to take the eyelets as well, but it's fine, it doesn't matter. Right, let's get this away. Yeah, maybe it didn't need that, but do you know what? It spread, didn't it? It weren't a thin line. Yes, I'm happy with that. Yeah, I don't like them lines, but... And I've got a spare line there for some reason. Never mind. Sorry, it is everywhere. And we need to do the last bit. So I'm going to use graphite to come around the edges. And then we're going to use some black soot to just deepen that edge. And then we're just going to stamp a couple of words. That looks really good. I'm happy with it. So I always finish a card off by going around the edges. I can't do it otherwise. It never looks finished if you don't. It's going to be quite subtle. But it definitely does make a difference. Nearly done. My goodness, there's gold everywhere. Wish it were real. See how much of a difference that's making already. I'm coming with some black soot. I'm going to come in gently first because I don't know. We are going to spritz it as well, so it will break it up a bit. Yeah. Oh, I might not spritz it. I quite like that. Oh, that's lovely. It's another colour I don't use enough. I do think the gold circles gives this a lovely, makes it stand out, if you know what I mean. I know it's time's are ticking, but we're nearly done. That colouring's done. I'm just going to put on a couple of words and an eye mask if I've left it out. It's the eye mask from the Steampunk. And we're just going to use a bit of mica powder with it. So we're using Versamark. I'm just going to randomly put it in a couple of places. We are going to stick some words in as well, unless I like this, and then we don't bother. Oops. We'll just put them few in, because then if we do decide to put words in, we've got room. So I'm using silver grey. You'll see me use these all the time. Just turn it over, it's not very nice to look at. Paintbrush. So I'll just dip it into my paintbrush and try and remember where I put it. I think I put it down here. Yeah, I did. So you can see that lovely mask coming through now. The rest of the powder will be wiped off, but can you see the mask coming through? It does come through with a shine. And we put a bit down here, didn't we? Yeah. And a little bit up here, I think. Yeah. That's the only problem with it. You can't see where you've put your stamp down. That's perfect. Get a piece of kitchen towel, which I can't find, so I'll use my cloth. There you go. You can still see it. Might not pick it up on camera, but you can definitely still see it. And we're just going to put the Steampunk words, and I'm doing it in fog, midnight fog, morning mist. No fog anywhere near it. And stamp it off. Stamp it off. I'm sorry about the time, guys, but it is worth it, innit? Look, I'm tempted to put it right over her face. Yes. I'm happy with that. Right, last bit, we're going to put it on its base now. And I do have them ready. I just want to take the Nocturne and really give it a sharp black edge. I could have come in with Nocturne and made it really dark, but I didn't want to make it too dark. The bit I have missed out is the shadowing, so I'll do that when I've put it on base. That makes a massive difference putting that round. Here we go. Last bits, guys, and then you can leave me. Look, that was me practicing to get it straight. Oh, come on. Stick to my Old Faithful. Although this one, as soon as you put it down, it's down. There is no, not like the Gina K one, you've got time to move it. That should be alright. Into grey. I did try it with black, but it was a little bit harsh. Well, that's not sitting very well. Should all be the same. I cut it square. That'll do. That's really not square. I'm not going to put it on the white yet, I'll just show you, because I'm going to cut that down. And then it's going to go onto the white. And there you have your finished project. I really hope you like it. I love it, mate. I think it's so different. It reminds me quite burlesque. I'm going to put some shine in here as well, on each dot. Right, guys, I'm off. It's late. I'll catch you soon. Have fun. Bye.